Alright, let's talk about my second DC Elite title. If you don't know, if you don't know what DC Elite is, you can go to the previous video and check it out, and also check out my what I have planned for Blackfire Champion of Tamaran. Or you can go subscribe. You can go check out Mount Vernon Kid's channel, because he's the head of that. He's the creator of that fan fiction universe. Now, let's talk about my second title, because all the writers for DC Elite start off with 2 titles. And my second one is one I came to Chris saying, "Hey, look, I got this great idea for this character," and that character is Jason Todd, aka the Red Hood. Yes, I'm doing a Red Hood ongoing. Now, before you ask, this is not Red Hood and the Outlaws. This is just Jason Todd all by himself. And again, in the DC Elite universe, it's after Flashpoint, but it doesn't involve the New 52. The New 52 didn't happen, but what the effects of Flashpoint carried into the pre-52 universe. So it's kind of like a pseudo pre-52 universe with some of the effects of Flashpoint still rendering in there. So that's what's going on here. Now, also, if you remember from the Peter Tomasi run, or excuse me, the Judd Winnick story, or was it Peter Tomasi? I think it was Judd Winnick. Jason had an ally called Scarlet, kind of like his Robin. But this will be Jason all by himself. This will be after those events, and the reason being is that Jason has had a good look at himself and realized, I'm not right in the head. I'm out of my goddamn mind. So he has sent Scarlet away. He has pretty much kicked her off, and he realizes that, the whole idea of you can't control crime, you can't stop crime, you control it, was a bad idea. So he's come up with a new idea. He's going to exterminate crime. Or, to a lesser extent, at least try to be what Batman was, but to a more lethal extent. He's looked at himself and gone, look, I can't change what I am. I can in no way rewrite what I have done in my life. I can't do that. But what I can do is at least help people around me. So Jason has left not only Gotham and all that, but also he's left the United States entirely. He's completely left the U.S. and has traveled down south of the border. Jason's now living in Mexico. Mexico City, Mexico, to be precise. And, well, he's traveling around. He's going to be in Mexico City, Mexico. And he is going to be battling, not only the drug cartels, but also a few supervillains that come along his way. Now, Jason is going to go by the identity of the Red Hood, but he won't be wearing he won't be wearing the white and black costume he had on in the story in Batman and Robin. He'll be going back to his biker leather costume, his leather biker costume, and more or less he'll be kind of like the Punisher. He'll be he'll be going around hunting down and eliminating any and all threats that could harm the innocent. Again, he's not really interested in controlling crime, but he wants to, he knows he can't go back to being, oh, I can stop from killing people now. No, he realizes he's too far gone for that. But he knows the one thing he can do is make sure no one has to live through the trauma that he had. And he is going to slaughter his way through every single person in order to protect the innocent. Now, Jason is going to be, Jason's not going to have any contact with the Bat family. He's going to be staying away from them, more or less, as long as he pretty much thinks, as long as I stay away from them, they'll stay away from me. Sadly, that won't be the case later on. But Jason will be having, trying to have a normal life in Mexico City. He'll be more or less working as a, he'll have a day job, And that day job, I'm going to spoil for you guys, he's going to be working as a bouncer for a strip club. That's going to be his day job, you know, more or less, well, not so much his day job, but more or less how he gets his income, you know. And yeah, he's going to be working, and not only working there, but also living at this worn down little strip joint / whorehouse as the bouncer, and everyone's just going to be calling him the Gringo. Yeah, he's just going to be called the Gringo to, you know, when he's just out of the costume. But when he's in the costume, everyone's going to be talking about the mysterious Red Hood. Now, Jason's going to have a few friends, you know, well, kind of allies. That's the better term for it. He's going to have a few allies in his crusade. Starting off with Lieutenant Rodolfo Ramirez, who is a, you know, lieutenant in the police department. But the police department's kind of corrupt. They are kind of, you know, he's the only good, honest cop. But he realizes that the world that they live in is not safe. You know, no amount of superheroes, you know, you can take them to jail, but that's just going to make the problem worse. So he realizes someone like the Red Hood is necessary. He's a necessary evil. So he's going to be like Jason's Commissioner Gordon, in a way. But rather than, you know, be like, you know, condemn, you know, oh, you can't, you know, you shouldn't be killing people. He's going to be more like, look, you know, this is the only way it's going to get fixed, is that you put down these animals permanently. That's the only way this problem is going to get fixed. So he's going to be, he's going to be kind of like Jason's Gordon, in a way. Among other things, we also have Manny. Manny is the drunken, fat asshole / landowner and also owner of the strip club. He is Jason's landlord and his boss at the strip club. He lets Jason live in the little, under the strip club in a little basement that he made his home, with the exception that Jason asked him, hey, look, you know, I'll pay whatever I'll pay for whatever, I'll kick drunken assholes out, but, you know, you don't go into you don't come in here when I ask, you know. Because obviously Jason's going to have his armory down there. So that's going to be another supporting character. And we also have, introducing into this universe, a new 52 character, Harper Row. Now you're probably wondering, is Harper Row going to be his new protege? No, she's not. Harper is going to be, you know, she's going to be living in Mexico City for reasons I'll explain within the story of the Red Hood. But she will not be Jason's new protege. She will be, however, Jason, you know, she'll be more interested in the Red Hood. She'll be very curious about the Red, you know, following around any police reports of the Red Hood or anything of that nature. Reason being is because the Red Hood saved her from, you know, from a horrible situation, and now she's not really infatuated, but more fascinated by the Red Hood. So, much like she was in the New 52, where she was interested, more or less interested in Batman, in here she'll be interested in Jason Todd's alternate ego. But other than that, Jason will be making quite a body count. He'll be, you know, trying to adjust in this new, in this new place. But more importantly, Jason will be Jason's going to kick some ass. That's all I can say. Jason's going to kick some serious ass. So anyway, once again, hope you all enjoyed this. And I don't think I mentioned in the previous video when DC Elite is going to officially launch. DC Elite is going to officially launch in March of this year. So that fanfiction title will be, you know, released later this year, in about a few months. Actually, 2 months. So, yeah, there's some time here. But I thought I'd, you know, come on here and just talk about some of the stuff I'm doing there. But once again, if you want to know more about DC Elite, you can go to Mount Vernon Kids channel. He's done a few, you know, he's talked about it more. He's elaborated further on it and you know, a few things and stuff like that. But yeah, once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and stay tuned for Blackfire Champion of Tamaran and the Red Hood coming in DC Elite March of this year. So stay tuned for those fanfiction titles. Anyway, once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys later.